Hi Ladybugs, and I'm back to show you how to do some of the ephemera for my industrial journal. I'm doing the ephemera first, and then I will do the bones of how I put this journal together. So, part of the kit, you will get this, which didn't make it into the journal because it's just too full. So I'm going to show you what to do with this, because you might be wondering. There's a few things you can do. Let me show you these two first. Get that out the way. I've got all sorts of things around me, part of the ephemera as well. So this is, what is it called? I've got it right here so I can show you what I'm using. It is the cricket acetate. Okay, I think it's 30 by 30. This is the acetate I'm using, which I cut up to go in here. And I did cut, yeah. So this one I embossed, as you can see, and then I used these on here, as well as the rusty patina. I love this stuff. And you know, I just rubbed it on. Oh, okay. I love this brushed iron. It really does look metallic. Now that I've got it all over my nails, you'll have to excuse my hands. They're all black because I've been doing, well, this stuff and other stuff as well. Quite a bit of mixed media. So, and this is the back. This one now, I have made it into a page. So you can use it as a page in a journal, you know. Okay. Just different ways you can use it, and not just for this journal, but you know, for others. And then here, this is also part of the ephemera that you get in the kit, which I had to trim slightly to fit in here. Of course, you can put anything you want in there. I mean, what have I got here? They're not cut to size, but I'll do something for that one there. So I just put these in there, and I thought it looked quite nice. And these are on index cards. I use a lot of index cards. I use them for all sorts of things. I must do some more tutorials on how I decorate my index cards. I usually do coffee dye them first before I do anything. So this goes in there, and I think that looks quite pretty. Gives you a bit of color. So this is your page one. As you can see, I matted, I didn't mat, but I put also from the kit, let me show you, on the page. Okay, it's come off now. It doesn't matter. It's come off. And then I glued this on top, and of course that goes inside. I do find it's best to use a glue gun when sticking the acetate and not my normal glue, because it doesn't hold. As you can see, it just came away so easily. So you get your sheet like this. You're going to cut it out, and then you can use your craft knife to cut out these until you get something like this. Oh, this is the other one I wanted to show you. Now this one I made into a pocket. So again, I just doubled over a page, an A4 page, and made it into a pocket. And then on the back I collaged. I just put various stuff, and this is one from one of the booklets. I just cut it in half, printed it on bond, you know, this thin paper. So it went quite nicely on here. So it's also to show you what you can do with those booklets other than using them as booklets. Okay, so that is that one. So as you can see here, I have already cut stuff out. I wasn't going to do it on camera because it takes quite a long time. Let me get my book out the way. So I cut out the insides. These are them, which of course I'm going to keep because we can, I'll probably do a tutorial to show you, you know, different ways of using this. So it's been cut out, and I have re-inked, hang on, I have re-inked all the edges with walnut stain. Okay, you can't even read it because, you know, I put my thing on top, so yeah, but it's the walnut stain. And because once you've cut it out, this is what you get. Then take your knife, your craft knife, or your scissors, and cut out the inside so that you're left with this. Then what I normally do, this is the acetate now. which I have cut to 5.5 inches by 8. And all you're going to do here, let me just make it, wipe it down again, is you're going to stick this right on top. I've got my glue gun going, so I am going to do that. So I am going to glue gun it all the way down. Sometimes if you don't cut it quite right, you might have to trim your plastic, you know, which is fine. I love these little frame things. And I get that out the way. So let's just a thin line. And around the top. More or less line it up. I'm not doing it perfectly, but I don't know why, but I always tend to rush in these videos, so things do not always come out as perfect, you know, as when you're taking your time. So glue that on there. Now this one I haven't embossed, but I think it looks nice with the embossing, because then you can use, where is it? Okay, it's gone. Hang on, let me just put this down, because then you can use your mixed media stuff on it to make it look metallic. And then of course I have to round that a little bit out here. If you do it nicely at home without rushing, then it does come out perfect. Cut to that size. I'm just going to trim it, because really you just want it to cover the, you know, where the photograph or whatever you're going to use in there. Am I making sense? Because it doesn't sound like I'm making sense. Hey, let's cut this. You can also use a craft knife if you need to trim it. I'm not that handy with a craft knife. Wow, this is just not cutting. I am not that handy with the craft knife. Although I cut this out with a craft knife. You know, if it's not 100% perfect, it's okay. And then you also need to put this middle bit down, which that's all I do. Easy. That shouldn't happen on the plastic. There we go. It should actually come off the plastic, the glue. Now I've got glue everywhere. Look at this. Alright, so just ignore that smudge of glue, which will come off, but I'm not going to sit now and, you know, take it off. Then you get your, let's use one of these. I'm just going to use one of these, it's easier. Yeah. Fold it in half. I think it needs a little bit of a trim there, but you know what? You can also go like so. If you don't, yeah, don't even need to trim it. One of the journal pages from the kit. Or you can use a coffee dyed A4 as well, you know, whatever your preference is. And let's just do that. And that. And that. And then, okay, I think you've all seen that now, huh? It's just to show you to cut the plastic to size. So make sure it's the right way. I haven't coffee dyed the inside, so I'm going to make this into a pocket, I think. So there we have it. So let's just be a little bit clever and use 2 clips to hold it in place, so it doesn't move so much and you can get it nicely done. And once again, just This part, no, it's still the plastic, so it's best to use a glue gun. Come now. There we go. Now you are not going to want to, you're going to leave this side open because that's where you're going to slide in your pictures. Okay, so that's more or less in place. And I'm going to put it on the page right on the edge. It's a little bit smaller than this. I don't know why it worked out like that, but it just did. But that's fine, and it's glued on. And I'm going to trim it. I did try and cut this with my corner cutter, but it just proved difficult. So now I just use my scissors. Yeah, so this part here should be open, so you can put whatever you want inside there. You can glue the middle down if you want. I don't. It also makes it easier to slide stuff in and out, especially, let's take this picture. It's not to cut to size, but if you wanted to put a picture in, look at that, beautiful. In fact, I'm just going to cut this. See if that will be enough. Isn't she lovely, Victorian lady? And you can put that in there, and it fits perfectly. Of course, you might want to put in a picture which is like a landscape. I'm just trying to see if I've got here. Yes, it's just stuff I printed. Poor guy, I sprayed some stuff. He got it right between his eyes. Isn't she gorgeous? Okay, these are all portrait, but I mean, let me trim this one as well, because I think she's a stunning lady. I'm not even measuring the size, I'm just trimming now. But these like photograph holders, I don't know what you want to call them, are really quite handy in a journal. Look how nice that looks. That needs to be trimmed down a bit more. I'm not measuring, so let's hope it's right. And that will go in there, sort of. Okay, I'm not going to measure 100% on here. I don't think I need to, but you get the meaning. And that's why when you put your glue, put it right on the edge to allow for it to go underneath. But look how gorgeous that is. And you can take it out and make it into a pocket, which I'm going to do right now. So I'm gluing the two sides together to make a pocket. So this can go in the journal. Oh, you know what I did wrong? I did something wrong. Where did I want to put it? It can just slide in the journal like that, wherever you want it to go. It can go on your last page, just wherever you want it to go. Here, see? It fits in here really nicely. But you know what? Can you see what I've done wrong? But the place I had intended for this particular piece was in here. But like I say, it became so full, so I left it out. So before you actually stick this down, that is when you do whatever you need to do on the top, whether it's let me just find the other one. Whether it's stamping here, I just use this stamp, that's all, and put it down. Put it on the pad and just stamped all around before you add the glass, so the plastic. And I, like a dodo, have done it already. So let's say I'm going to do this one. Let's pretend all this is cut out. And then you would do your thing. Oops, smudged that a bit, but it doesn't matter. Or if you emboss it and you want to put your waxes on. Not doing a very good job, am I? There we go. One roll is best. It's actually upside down. Okay, then you can cut it out and do your thing on it. So this is just, let me show you this one again. Also, just to make it a little bit different as well, this is a tag that comes in the kit. What you can also do, I think I'm going to do it on this one. No, I think that's a bit too much. No, I will do it on this one. I'm going to glue it and make a tuck spot. So I've got a whole lot of stuff here from the kit that I've already cut out. Could even stick the owl on there. I think and maybe. No, I don't like that. I love this one. I didn't cut that very well there, but who says they have to be even? But if you want to, an easy way as well, if you don't mind the bending, to make your side angles is just to go like that, and then they're the same. See that? Very easy. So I think, because this brings in a bit of the blue, then I am going to, yeah, I like that. Just make a bit of a tuck spot on there. Make sure it's right here and there. I mean, it's entirely up to you if you want to leave it plain. Let's say I put one of these in here. I'll get it in one of these days. There we go. See how nice that looks. And then you can take your other tags if you want and add them into and make a tuck spot. I mean, how nice does that look? I'm going to take one of these pictures. Let's take this lady and I'm going to stick her in here. Look how great that looks. And then you can add a ribbon or rope or whatever you want on here, or not. And maybe we can add the little owl here. We could probably even add him here. Let me see my little, could add this as well. See, that also looks nice. What else? Or you could print one of the ATC cards on cardstock. I don't know if you can see that, but this is on cardstock. And of course the edges have been done. I would also do the back, because the back is perfect for journaling. So you could take that out and you could use an ATC card there. I actually prefer these, or maybe one and one, like so. There we go. So this is an easy way to use your photograph holders, either, as I said, as a page or a pocket. And like this one, like I said, also, now this is the pocket one. What we could also do on the back is make another tuck spot, say with this. So I could add a tuck spot, and then I can put one of the pictures in the kit. This is as clear as I could get the pictures, because you know they're very old, especially this one. I think this is like the 18th century, and it doesn't come out 100% clear because the picture is not 100% clear, but I added it to the kit anyway, because it's all ladies on a boating trip with their straw boaters and stuff. So we could add a tuck spot here. Quite like that. Not sure that I like that. I think I maybe prefer something like this there. But anyway, I hope I've given you some good ideas. You need a bigger one. You could even add a tuck spot up here. Or you know what you can do as well? Why not use one of these pictures as a tuck spot, or even you could use it, make a pocket and put something inside. So as you can see, this is all just bits and pieces of paper torn up from the kit, from the booklet, from one of the ATC cards that I just collaged on the back. So like I say, a pocket would also be nice. You can make a tuck spot up there and maybe add one of this card which comes in the kit, which I printed again on bond or copy paper, and then I put it onto an index card and just did the edges. So that could also go in there, or whatever you want to put in there. Okay, so that's the tutorial on these photograph holders, or whatever you want to call them. I hope you enjoyed that, and then I'm going to be back to show you what we can do with these, because this also comes in the kit. So I will see you guys very soon. Ciao now. Bye.